kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Oklahoma's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games. The team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined.
At the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. The old larynx is going to get a workout today with all these Boomer Sooners cascading down here in Oklahoma.
I do love that about college football, the individual chance you get. And when you get going early, when you get going and get this crowd going in a game, and they can be a big part of it, man, it energizes the whole team. And you hear what in this stadium, Reese?
Boomer
Sooner!
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense has its first opportunity of the day. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Fighting off the defender. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to go.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll throw on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. The Cornhuskers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Power football with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right in the face mask or right in the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet and saying, hey, that's my bad.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Huskers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catch is made at the 15. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's what I love about the QB run game in this offense is it just keeps these defenses off balance. We're going to see a lot of running backs doing their work between the tackles in this game as well. But you see how mixing in the quarterback run, too, it just keeps this defense so confused.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The give out of the gun. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in gospel. Touchdown, Sooners. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. They think there's room to run to the right here. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
just going to chew up the ground yards, just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throw back to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
This is a designed run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. And the Huskers line up to punt it away. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. Looking to throw on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Finds space on the right. Off and running. Touchdown, Nebraska! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. And off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Ripping through the defense. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Auburn has the lead right now, but I'd hold off on that celebration over at Toomer's Corner for the moment. This one is not over.
Hold it, finds his man on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Sooners headed quickly to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. If you like scoring, this one's for you. Already 21-14, and now they'll try to answer. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down for 42. The Cornhuskers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They go to the ground. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
That wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to...
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, they hooked up already once for a score today, so the quarterback's going back to him again deep down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Makes the grab. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. How about the offense both teams put on display in this 1st quarter? Huge early numbers. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field.
Number 17, on to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Rides the back on the option to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Huskers will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The only thing I can think is he just didn't see him signal for the fair catch. That's an easy call for the official, and they'll accept the penalty. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
What a fantastic play there from the linebacker position. You think about guys like Trev Alberts, Levante David, some of the Nebraska greats playing the linebacker spot. Those guys were able to run. And because of that, they could get to the quarterback when blitzing. This guy with his speed is a guy that they need to deploy time and time again getting after the quarterback. He's got some wheels.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Pocket breaking down. The sure hands. It's Hayden. Breaks into the open. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
The Sooners have their offense in high gear.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Washington. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Sooners have it in scoring position on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense. Whether it's the option or whether it's conventional, they've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
On 4th down, going to the air. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
All by himself. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. When you've already seen your quarterback go down 3 times, you might as well try holding, and they didn't get away with it. Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Sets up the screen. Runs through a tackle. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's got him. And the Sooners want to crank the tempo. On the run, it's Hayden. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Punt is in the air. Let's see what he can do with it. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. On the option. Now the toss. got the first down and more. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Clark. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 37, and the defense comes up with a big pick. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick strike complete. Oh my goodness, he's still moving. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it behind the line. It's Hayden. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hayden. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get...
There he goes. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half.
Number 19 on the field.
Absolutely perfect. That'll close the gap to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis, and through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Just about set to get this second half underway. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
There's a great example of the offensive coordinator and quarterback being on the exact same page. The coordinator is anticipating man coverage. The quarterback recognizes it, and immediately he knows which receiver to go to attack this defense.
He'll pitch it. Turning it on. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, it's just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pit.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. Using his legs, it's Clark. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. The Cornhuskers will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
The Sooners want to pick up the tempo.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Looking to scramble. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskers will line up to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive.